Hey, welcome to another episode of Dresden Files, guys. I'm really glad you could make it. Now that we got everything kind of organized, only 25 minutes late to start. That's my fault. I had to use the bathroom. There's a line of children standing in front of the bathroom anytime I want to use it. All right, we'll start with content warning. Amanda, would you like to do a content warning?
Okay, so warning. This video and all future videos and all past videos contain, well, stuff that will just offend everybody. So just either don't watch or prepare to laugh your butt off and be offended anyways.
Thank you. Like John Mulrooney would say, I need everybody to get real cool with a whole lot of stuff real fast. Mm-hmm. All right. And then we have apparently a new advertiser, Leo, who's been taking care of a lot of our ad content. What's going on, Leo?
Today's show is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, where you dump your life savings to get that rare card that comes in 1 in 100 bricks. Also brought to you by 40 Creek Whiskey, when you need something to dull the pain. 40 Creek Whiskey helps solve all the problems that you've spent buying a brick after brick of Magic the Gathering cards. 40 Creek.
They're judging you, baby. I think they're judging you unfairly.
No, it's
Don't look at me. I got a shoebox full of
40 cards. Yeah. So we'll switch to view. Let's go Galleria. Hey, now it's Galleria.
Yeah. It makes you feel like I have like ad cards.
Awesome. Also, did you notice when Leo brought up 40 Creek Whiskey, it blurred it out?
Yeah. Yes. I thought that was amazing.
Oh, there it is.
Even 40 Creek's like, no, don't be on this shit.
I didn't think so.
That was awesome. It almost seemed like they didn't want us to sponsor them.
Like,
No. Was given to me for free by 40 Creek Whiskey.
Put their name on anything.
Bad Tattoo, a Okanagan. Hey, look at
that! It's the Golden Arches.
Yes. All right.
I was really hoping that was Liquid Death, Justin.
Made it big.
Hey, we've made it big. If McDonald's is sponsoring us, we have made it big.
Wendy's sponsored Critical Role, and then Critical Role promptly got shit for having Wendy's sponsor them, and then dumped Wendy's as a sponsor.
Now we just have to make sure we don't say anything really bad or racist, or those kikes up in the front in the head office are going to kick us off here.
It's not the kikes, it's the Dagos and the Sticks I'm worried about.
Really? I'd be more worried about the Krauts.
Oh, truly.
Speaking of Wendy's nuts hit.
It's all those hillbilly farmers and all the ones addicted to the pillbillies, as they call them.
Because of Trump.
That's topical. That's the thing that came up in the news recently. You can't call them pillbillies.
Wait, what?
Oh man, we're gonna get sued.
Our content is for everyone.
This is a shoot boot nanny.
There's supposedly a Bob here, but he's not.
Yeah, I see it. It says connecting to audio, but nothing's happening.
This is why we have the content warning first before everything else.
Yeah. So as we proceed to everybody, we use old-timey racism here. Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Them other people are always stealing.
You know what? You can't trust those dang Orientals.
Yeah, those slant-eyed fucks.
Always stealing her rights and fixing her cell phones.
I don't trust that Leo guy. I caught him looking at me sideways, looking right at me.
Oh!
Wow.
Where are you, Bob? Are you at your mom?
I don't know.
I
And I want you to be my friends.
You look like you're at the farmer's market should be.
Sunblock.
You know you're going to burn, Bob. You're a redhead.
Yeah.
Like
what kind of sunblock should he be using?
The children.
1 million.
All right.
Wow. Is it that smoky already?
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. I start smoking these pine packs.
All right. So what we have left is the recap, which I do believe Aaron will be doing the recap. Go for it.
Indeed.
You may have candy.
And
I
puppies?
want
So
candy.
happy she doesn't have her camera on. Doesn't have to associate
This
with us.
one, stealing candy.
But she seems sweet enough already.
It's the little girl.
What was that, Paulina?
This one is offering candies to a little girl.
It's true. I just got a white van as well. And I got a white van, a puppy, and candy. What could go wrong?
Oh my god.
And magic cards. So you're getting the nerd girls too.
You got it. Actually, a suspicious amount of women were buying the D&D magic. Like when we were at the comic shop, it was like the majority of them were women buying those packs. So I was surprised to see that. I was like, oh, it's popular with the opposite gender, which indeed.
Are you sure you
I'm
just
not
weren't buying
surprised.
it for
It's
their
year
useless
2021.
boyfriends?
Get over it.
Probably the harvest livers.
That she was buying for her boyfriend. Exactly one. Like they all come in and they talk about why they're buying it to the cashier, and we were sitting there sorting out packs. So I was listening and I was paying attention to who was buying packs, and I was shocked that it was like probably 75% women.
Were you at Quantum?
Yeah, Quantum. Yeah. And they have the best deal on the packs. That like everywhere else is charging like $10, and they're selling them for like $5.88 or something like that. It was crazy. Like the price per packs were like really good at Quantum.
Justin, London Drugs sells magic cards.
Yes, but do they sell them cheaper than Quantum?
I get a discount.
How much of a
Where,
discount?
where?
London Drugs.
They have magic?
And Leo gets a discount.
Why?
Why are
I
you
didn't
just
know
hearing
that.
about this now?
Yes. I just
Sorry, Leo, you have to leave home and go pick up.
A brick of magic cards?
Yeah, a brick of the silver boosters. How much of a discount do you get? The collector's boosters.
I paid $40 for that.
I think it's my standard 20%.
20% is a
Oh
major.
my god!
It's a major percentage off.
I gotta go to my bed.
He's going to pick you up now, Leo. You're going to the drugstore.
Girlfriend, Leo. You've
There's
upset.
like 40 Mexicans there tomorrow.
You know,
fire
Justin
ambulance.
actually lives closer to me now than when he lived with Bob. I could literally walk to Justin's house.
All right. So, slightly distracted from the original plan. Let us continue with the recap. Aaron.
Magic, the sponsor of this cave, because this is where it's all going.
Yes. Aaron.
Yes, I am here. I was just waiting for my turn.
Hi, Ann. Hi.
Uh,
Ann,
hello.
hi.
Hi. Hi. Shut up, Bob. So we started off the last session.
You can start anytime, Aaron.
Am I muted?
No, Bob.
What? What was that? I think
Fuck
I think
you
Aaron's
all.
muted.
No, I can hear Aaron. It's Bob who was muted. And it says ask to unmute.
So the last session, we started it after we had finished dealing with the combat from the previous session. So there was a lot of talking.
Mhm.
We discussed things with Tall Tree's descendants, because Tall Tree was dead.
Yes.
So we found out that Abigail Talltree was sort of becoming the default leader in her father's absence. And we more or less managed to get them on our side. So we managed to get them as allies. And we headed back into the city and sort of scattered a little bit. Like, Jack went to prepare for trolling the council meeting, and Alfred went to the monastery to talk to Faye about something, and JP, Volus, and Anna went to the Chateau Laurier to update Big Joe about the situation on the reserve, and Neria was in the trunk.
She'll end up with Anna, JP, and Bolus.
Gotcha. And we found out that somehow Abigail Talltree got to the city almost at the exact same time as we did. And is suddenly being declared at a press conference at the Chateau Laurier that she is the new health minister.
Yes.
Not sure. Volus is very suspicious of this, I believe. Anna's just like, oh, good on her. And that's pretty much where we left off, I think.
Sweet. Yes. And when she announced that she was the new health minister, she thanked the people around her and also thanked her new faith, the faith in the traditional Native American god Kahone, which, since you were there, just kind of passively, I wouldn't even say you need like to spend a fate point or a roll for a lore. Like obviously Kahone is choosing avatars for himself, right? And putting them into positions of power. Like that should be super clear with your relationship with Kahone, the fact that he's released and all of a sudden a person is in power. It's in bolstering the natives, putting them into power again.
But they're also our allies, so it's not necessarily a bad thing at the moment.
But she did say that the death of all these people that day is because of a virus that outbroke that got released. So she thinks it's she stated, I don't know if she thinks it, who knows right now, but she stated that it's a viral outbreak. All these Red Court vampires, this is not what she said publicly. She's like, oh, it's a virus, so we're going to be dealing with it that way.
Yeah.
Right? All right. I upgraded and paid for this for a year, and it's saying remaining meeting time 7 minutes. So I'm going to stop this, log in with my username and whatnot, and then go from there, okay? And I'm going to go on the group page and repost the link once I'm there.
All right.
Roger, Dodger.
So this will be like 5 minutes in and out. Perfect.
Boy.
That was only mildly annoying. But yeah, I was logged in as Justin Mayhew, and I should have been logged on as Blade Chat, the one I sent you. So when you run games,
okay.
So it is 1 year. We have 1 year of like pro. So
bringing back.
How much is a license?
Like $16 a month. It's like nothing. It's like less than going to the bar by a lot. So I was like, sure. Like that's the cost of going to McDonald's once a month.
Justin drinks out a year. Sorry, I'm in a month.
My drinking habit is about a 6-pack a week. And if I go to the bar with Matt, it's exponentially more than that. So business meetings tend to be expensive.
You're just going to have to tell Matt that you're not going to go to another business meeting for a while because you're playing D&D.
I've been trying to get Matt to join us in D&D, but he wants to do Spelljammers game. He wants to do together a Spelljammers game because he likes the whole spacefaring giant hippo people thing. Like the GIF, G-I-F-F, GIF.
That's GIF.
Some people pronounce it GIF, yes. No one pronounces
it. GIF. How dare you pronounce it incorrectly?
Yeah, they're giant hippo people. They're like Victorian soldiers, and they're very obsessed with TNT.
You know how you solve that
dynamite.
problem?
Yeah, dynamite, yeah.
The easiest way to solve that problem is just nuke them. A simple tactical nuke will solve so many problems.
You would play
the Japanese are still there.
If you went in with that mentality to play a GIF, you would be 100% accurate in how they act. Yeah.
See, you know the best
I'm
thing
serious.
there is?
The US could solve a lot of world problems
nukes?
with a simple tactical nuke.
Right into the powder keg that is the Middle East.
You see, Leo, what you need is a glitter boy from Rifts.
Oh, what are the glitter boys from Rifts? Are those the giant robot people
They're
things?
mechs?
Yeah.
that have like 12 nukes on the one mech.
Yeah.
I nuked Quebec in a game I was playing in once.
My friends, me and Leo's friends, Stuart and Ian, we used to play D&D with them pretty regularly. They used to play Rifts, and they would talk about the silly things you can do in Rifts. And like the power disparity that you can make, like one person could make like a fighter, and one person could make a glitter boy. You know, like the power disparity was insane.
in one game, I actually played a little bit of that, and there was we were with a group, and one guy had a glitter boy, but it had no ammo, and it was hanging off the back of an aircraft carrier because they wouldn't let it on the aircraft carrier. 'Cause it's too big. And then we were trying to find. We were in the Pacific, and we were trying to find our way to the Atlantic, and they're like, "We got to go all the way around the Southern America," and I'm like, "I know. Let's just like find the narrowest point and like walk across through Mexico." And they're like, "Do you know how many vampires we'd have to fight through to get through Mexico?"
Always vampires
never
in
go to
Mexico.
Mexico.
Never ever assume that there aren't vampires in Mexico.
Right?
You can't go to
Freaking
Mexico, and then you have to avoid it's
Half of Canada's
the Kraken
in-
in the Pacific.
There's the Kraken is in the Marianas Trench, and Canada is mostly irradiated.
Just nuked us.
Yeah, we've been like completely nuked coast to
Yeah.
coast.
Fallout would be proud of that.
Very
Yeah.
much.
After the American annexation for what was it? I can't remember what the name, the American Federation or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we were on the last American naval fleet, kind of like the Last Ship, that TV show Last Ship, where
Nice.
all the boats are American and they're all together, and the aircraft carrier that Glitter Boy was on was like the head ship,
Nice.
but it couldn't do fuck all because it had no ammo.
I'm gonna text Bob and be like, link in the my phone's dead. My phone's dead. Someone should text Bob. Oh, no.
Mommy's coming to say hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Buddy. I'm just looking to see who all's there. I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute.
There's
This
a
is what
couple of
happens
us
when you get
here.
old and your glasses, even though their trifocals aren't quite working right.
I don't believe we've met formally. My name's Justin. I'm running the game. Hi.
Hi. I think maybe we met a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You've been
like.
I've been to the house, Justin.
Oh, I did come to the house and
Yeah.
went out to the barn and back or something. Did we not?
Yeah, ages ago.
Oh my God, I would have been like 18 at the time or 17 at the time.
Yeah.
We was all
Okay.
kids back then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, hi again then. Nice,
Yeah.
nice to re-meet you as an adult.
There you go.
Adult.
It's the adult.
Yeah, cleverly disguised as a responsible adult.
A lot
We're
of that's
adults
the problem. Me
playing
too.
our dice games.
There's definitely a disguise there going on.
The beard tricks people.
Yeah.
People see the beard and they think, "Oh, he's an adult. He's responsible. I'll trust him with a business plan or something."
Oh, is that
Also, this one's much more entertaining than I am.
Hi.
That's my significant other.
Oh,
And that's all the cards she recently got into.
Oh my God, there's so many.
see. Oh, wonderful.
Those are our doubles.
At McDonald's.
Those are the doubles, yeah.
Doubles. I thought I said at McDonald's. I'm going, really?
Oh, no, those are the doubles.
Okay.
Those are
That's what I got.
the triple E's.
Speaking of McDonald's. Uh-huh. There you go.
You know,
Oh,
before
guys,
too long,
yeah,
Justin, it's
you're
going to be
right.
like, I hear you got some of the magic cards.
That's where that's going, yeah.
Amanda, Bob's coming on. You better say goodbye to your mom.
Yeah,
Hi, mommy.
Bye.
That's true.
You're the best, mom.
Yeah,
I play games with my friends.
there you go. Well, I'm meeting your friends.
You always do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
All
Only-
right.
Only now we're not eating your food.
Bye bye.
Oh, and that's the worst part of it is that you're not here.
She
eating my
misses
food.
everybody being in the house and eating the food. To be honest,
Aw.
She really does.
Yeah,
I'll
We
come
miss
over
it too, Mom.
yeah, good.
That actually
mean-
sounds like a mum.
Technically, I'm the closest one right now.
Oh, yeah.
Are
That's
you?
probably for all of us.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I'm slightly
Amanda.
closer than Brandon because he's like
Yeah.
a few streets further.
Oh, a few
Yes.
streets further.
I'm on the other side of town,
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
but I don't have a wife that would yell at me if I all of a sudden just up and ran out of the house and got in the car and drove off.
You don't have a wife that requires that every other game.
That's true.
So what Jordan is saying, Amanda, is he'll be over shortly when right before he picks up his wife.
Yes.
Hey,
She's off tonight.
Nice.
So he'll be over even shortly.
I got to work with his wife all day today.
as per usual, we still
So
have
who do I ask about Courtney then? Which of you two do I ask how Courtney's doing today?
Yeah. Exactly.
Him,
you
because
asked
she's
me.
got to keep her customer service face on most of the time she's in
Ah,
That's
ah.
right. It has to be nice when you're there.
here. Well, someone needs to tell her that.
On that note, I'm out of here. No light fashion.
Brendan,
Oh my goodness.
Night
I
Mom.
work
Are
customer
we?
service
We're
as well,
past.
and my favorite line is, "See the space?
Tractor.
Literal fucks given."
Bob,
We've got Bob now.
Bob, is the place ready for my mom to show up yet?
Oh shit! Fuck no. Haven't close, bud. Might want to get a hotel.
Oh, am I gonna have to come over and help with something?
Yeah, I gotta get the fan installed, and I gotta do some painting and finish the grout. Probably needs about 3-4 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. What was Matt doing? Helping finish the ceiling and shit?
The ceilings are done. I just got to do the grout, and I got grout caulking and the fan's the biggest thing.
Matt redid the backsplash area because we're now putting backsplash, correct?
I'm not trying to get more money. No, I'm literally like my car payment's about to bounce.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. Now that we're all back and ready to go.
And we're caught up.
All right. So as I recall, people are at the Chateau Laurier. We have Amanda, Jordan, and Aaron at the Chateau Laurier.
And Bob.
And
Me.
Bob.
No,
Jordan's heading to the library right now, is he not?
Yeah. I'd sent out a runner in the form of a dark pixie to go kind of ask what how much I can speak in Winter's name.
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay, you sent out a quickling or something.
One of those little black pixies.
Okay, and where are you currently?
At the moment, I was hanging out at the monastery with Leo, just on my own, mentally preparing.
Okay. You guys are at the monastery. If you're at the monastery, let's go with that. Everything's calmed down. It's evening time. The sun's starting to go down. Things are starting to like coalesce into like a more meaningful pattern. People have plans. There's less police around. Things are seeming more like real life again. The panic has subsided now that 24 hours has gone. Almost 24 hours has completely gone by. And at the monastery, there's a couple people who are saying goodbye. They thank a lot of Asian type people and a lot of tourists who go there are thanking them for the advice and calmness and sanctity and sanctuary that they were received today during these hard times. And the TV is still on in Faye's office. But it's turned down. The only person in there is Faye, and he's sitting with a very serious look, having just watched the announcement from not Parliament Hill, but the Chateau Laurier. And everyone gone, a silence kind of takes the monastery. And you guys were doing what while you were there?
I was kind of meditating, and Leo was talking to Feng, I think.
Where do you want to be, Leo? Where does Alfred want to be?
Oh, I was talking to Faye, right? So we're watching.
So you would be there. So you would have just seen the announcement of the new health minister being Tall Tree's daughter, and her statement of Gahone being the one that she's following. She's now a follower of Gahone, a traditional native deity.
Well, I'm mother to Faye. Well, fuck.
Faye nods equally and goes, "That is not what I expected. They do not know," and he looks to you, "that it was vampires."
Hey, Brendan, wake up. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Bob.
I'm thinking.
No, I'm listening. That's all.
Sorry, I just assumed that was you because you're the only one that really ever sleeps.
No,
You
I'm
looked
here.
over and saw closed eyes and bald head.
Yes, yes.
My eyes aren't closed; they're just really squinty. You should be able to recognize that in an instant.
Look,
Yeah,
White
but
Lau,
everybody-
you all
all-
look the same to me. All right,
All
Bob?
bald white people do look the same.
It's true.
I tell you everything.
How many vaginas
Look
I
like a
have?
man.
My name is John. I work at Walmart.
I want
have
the
a
deal.
vagina.
All right. So Alfred,
I want
you-
pay full price.
Hi.
I think
No.
Amanda's dying.
so Alfred, you're standing by Faye, and Faye seems like, as he said, very surprised at what he's just witnessed.
Yeah.
We should kill her.
Jesus Christ.
We might need to do something about her. And I use
fully-
I
I'm
use
fully
air
fed
quotes when I
refreshed.
go do something about her.
I do not know what we could do per se. She is a person of power now.
And she owes us fighting men too, so that's kind of handy.
Yeah, she said all the men that would fight. But you're currently at the chateau, as I recall. So.
Me, I went home.
Oh, you're at the
Oh,
church, St. Bridget's. You're at
He's
St.
around
Bridget's.
the corner at the church. He was feeding on someone.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
like a 10-minute drive away is where he is.
I'm
Downtown.
gonna say to Faye,
Tell me your sins.
people of power all have their weaknesses.
They do.
Everyone has their weaknesses. Jesus
No.
was nailed to a cross.
Yeah, truly.
He
People
allowed
of power,
that to happen.
like, look, in order to get that high up, you got skeletons in your closet.
I think
No, he had Romans helping him.
roll a lore for me, Leo.
Lore. 3.
With the 3, it'd be. Do you want to boost that at all?
I don't care.
You're happy with what you learned? Okay.
Richard's
With a 3, you are
I
fairly.
boosted with my charisma.
You boosted? How
With my
Ow.
with my charisma.
you send them a text message because you're currently watching the news as well?
Yeah, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Ah,
Right.
one of me. Jesus.
Is that
Christ.
Kevin?
So if you send a fate point, so spend your fate point, Bob. JP's spent it.
Take out
You're,
my fate points. You got my left chart.
I do have your character sheet here somewhere, so I'll count it as spent. You get a text, Leo, on your phone, and it says, and you see it's from. How do you have JP in your phone? Do you have him named anything different? Is there a photo of him? What does your phone do?
Oh, I have him in like his
I don't
my
know
phone.
if it's my
So
phone
Kevin shows
or
him.
Kevin's
there's a photo
voice
we
in
took
my head.
together
And I
when
was
we
like,
took all
fuck,
those
again.
books.
So
That's
you, yeah. So Kevin would do whatever you want him to. If you wanted Kevin to have your phone with Alfred a certain way, I'm curious what Alfred has for Bob or for JP.
Well, I'd have JP with Bob's character doing this.
Yes, yes. Okay. So that pops up and it's a text message underneath and it says, I can't believe that bitch is using the power of a god to bolster her position in the Canadian government, as if there isn't enough corruption.
She probably could have got there with 10 grand.
Yeah.
Talk
Truly.
about like overuse of a god.
Yeah.
Or-
And underneath, she probably could have got there with 10 grand and a closed door.
I just sent back a picture of a beret,
Like a green one or a red one? What color beret are you sending?
a Monica
Raspberry.
Lewinsky color beret.
Perfect. All right, my friends.
Ow.
do we
Meanwhile, what does Jack want to be doing at the monastery?
I'm just getting in the right mindset while I wait for my runner to relay the message back and forth.
Perfect. Faye gets up, goes and locks the front door to the monastery, and a couple other of the monks, a few of them are amputees, begin helping with the closure for the day.
I make my way over to the monastery.
You are there.
I take my favorite car, the Rolls Royce.
Nice. What else do you want to do, Bob? What does JP want to do once he's done feeding?
Done feeding. I'm gonna grab my bagel guns.
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab my bagel supplies. You know, little things. C4. I'm probably gonna have to make a resource roll.
Yes,
I
I
thought
was
you were
just
saying- I was hearing bagel guns.
yes,
I thought
they
you
shoot
said
bagels.
bagel guns. I'm like, they're Italian. They're not going to work that well.
Bagel guns.
Like a Ferrari, they go really fast and break down immediately.
Yeah,
I think Michael Jordan's
I got 3
ammunition.
for resources.
3.
I got
Yeah, you easily have. Your car is running very well. The money you've put into the tuning of it is paid off. And when you're at the monastery after you're done feeding, you talk to Father Joseph, and Father Joseph says that there's some stuff set up in the back room in the office. And when you go there, there's like bags with all sorts of weapons, as well as a young man that's there that you're very familiar with.
Is he a
Who you-
sinner?
Well, you fed on him plenty of times, but in this particular case, he's kind of like a gopher for anything you need.
Oh,
So,
my
like,
bad.
like when it came to dealing with like Rocco and like people that Rocco dealt with, this young man was the guy you would send because he was like an unspecific face, like nobody knew he was your guy, right? So he's there with all the bags and he hands them all over to you, and TNT, everything's gonna work out. He's about 17, 18, so.
All right, I'm going to call him Jacob. Hey,
Mhm.
Jacob, as I am leaving, I want you to find Rocco's car and bomb it. Have a wonderful day.
I will write that down.
Right
Oh.
down. Because I got the
Put
resources.
down. Oh.
I got +2 to resources, yo.
Roll your did you just roll a resource?
Yeah, I got 3 +2.
Stop. Cursor time.
Right. Do you want to add fate points to that suggestion?
Yeah,
How many?
1. So that gives me, I got 5 now, so
The resources you rolled were 2
3. I
Three
got 3
for-
+2.
plus 5 for resources that you're giving him.
Military grade C4 it is for the car.
So I'm already after.
Only the best C4.
On a remote control car.
I think
Yes.
there's a communication error. I got 3 +2 plus my fate point.
I rolled for him to see how well he would do for it,
Oh, sexy. I get it now. Sorry.
which I was asking, do you want to spend one of your fate points to bolster him?
Oh, kinky.
But then you said you put it to your resources, which is also good. It's a good choice. Right? So,
Where Bob sees one boy, I see 4.
C4.
take a fate point, Jordan. That was a good pun.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Jordan.
But you're supposed to roll a natural 20 so you don't go in jail.
Mhm.
When you get to hell, tell them Pennyworth sent you. And tell
Yeah.
them I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Justin, why are you giving fate points for puns? You should be taking away fate points. for
Yes, he
puns.
probably should have lost a fate point for that. You're right. But for the time being, he got one.
It was
Justin
funny.
has been drinking.
Oh, man. I have had stuff. It tastes like old cum.
You know what you should be drinking?
How do you know what that tastes like?
Well,
Leo,
I mean, you gotta be
I was
curious.
gonna
Come
let
on.
it go,
Don't
Justin.
you,
I was
don't
gonna
you
let it
kiss
go.
your wife in the morning? I mean,
Do I ever kiss my wife in the morning?
come on.
Wow.
Oh.
That
Leo,
joke.
Leo, what should Bobby be drinking instead?
-1.
Get the sponsor out.
I got my wife in
Get the
nearest
sponsor
eye.
out.
I'm gonna go hurl in the corner now.
Just smell it. It
That's
smells like old
bad.
cum. It's the same thing.
I'm sure that would taste better too, Aaron.
Probably.
Okay. That content warning, very valuable at this point.
Thank you, Amanda.
New sponsor, Listerine. Give it to your wife if you come in the morning.
To your wife.
Honey, drink this.
Here we go.
It tastes like
Oh my god.
Alcohol-free green tea Listerine, because could be worse.
Sam Adams tastes like an old hooker.
I've been going down on a hooker after New Year's.
New Year's at the end of the day, first thing in the morning.
Oh my god. You're
To be fair, I
all
did tell
horrible.
everybody that this would offend
Kinda like
every
bubble
single
gum.
person.
I like to go to the movie theater and find them under the seat and taste it. Spearmint.
Ugh.
You're all fired.
Go directly to hell.
I think I should.
Do not pass go directly to hell.
Next week on Dresden, we're going to start exactly where we started this week on Dresden.
We got nowhere.
We got nowhere. We got stuck on come again.
It does happen. You know, the sheets, you're pulling them off. You know, it's bad.
For once,
Yeah.
I don't think it was entirely Bob's fault, but we'll just blame him anyway.
Oh, fuck off. I'm innocent.
Hey, we haven't
I'm
seen
s-
Bob naked this game yet. That's
Hey, that's
I got
good.
changed.
We all get a free fate point. Everyone
All right.
gets a free fate point. Bob wasn't naked this game. Write it down. That includes you, Bob.
Write down then. You have my characters.
Wait a minute. Wait, we're still missing one thing though,
What?
Aaron.
What?
Oh, she's got to sneeze like a kitten.
You can't just do it on
She's cuter
command,
than a
guys.
Damn it, Aaron. We command you to
Now we
sneeze.
know, but it's fun to tease you anyways.
It's clear to me that we don't want to play D&D. We just want to hang out.
So I'm
Speaking of that, back to D&D.
moving forward.
To be fair, that's kind of
I'm gonna-
why
To be fair.
most of us
Yeah.
started D&D
I'm gonna mute
in the
myself.
first place back in the day.
Yeah. Truly. So, we're going to jump from the monastery, jump from St. Bridget's, and we're going to go to the Chateau Laurier. You've just heard the health minister announce a couple of very surprising things. First and foremost, something you know is tacitly untrue, that it's not a virus in any way, shape, or form, and that she is now somehow, in some way, a beacon of Gahone.
Mhm.
We all thought it would be Karen, but it turns out he actually chose a real native.
Karen was
Didn't Jack
a
kill Karen?
Karen
We don't
was a
know yet,
lackey
for sure.
Of convenience.
We know that her husband and kid are probably dead, though.
Oh yeah.
Karen's? Oh yeah, definitely.
But we don't know about her current state.
Yeah, you don't know if she's dead, but we know someone, well, PC wise, you know, like character wise, you might not know what, well, you don't know what Jack did. You have no idea. Jack went.
Yeah, no, we have no idea
Inner
the
style.
state of Karen in character. So
Yeah, it's like as players, you know, Jordan used Jack to go and wipe out Karen and her family.
or try to.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something
Where's
horrible?
Daniel?
Daniel was
Daniel's with you wherever you are. Daniel was following you. He was driving, right?
Right.
Can I say
He's your
something?
little lost puppy. He's following Miria around.
Yeah, he's definitely like he showed up at the hospital. He's been with you since. He was at your house when Fix was there and like helped shoo him off. But we know where Fix is right now. He's at the Chateau Laurier talking to some envoy of the Winter Court.
I bought them drinks.
You bought them drinks. So Daniel's wherever you are right now. He's kind of your chauffeur. So
Okay.
because you're still a little weak of body. It's only been 24 hours since you woke up from like a 3-month coma. So yeah. So everyone at the Chateau Laurier, what do you want to do?
Once Abigail gets off of the stage, she'll probably go over and congratulate her on her new posting.
Yes.
Because
She-
you're gonna get within 5 feet of her.
I was gonna say if we can actually reach her.
So when she's off stage and all the further like updates and Justin Trudeau's done talking and all that stuff sort of happens, there's a lot of like politicians walking around. There's people like very important people going and talking to her, including Sophie Trudeau is there. She's talking with Abigail right now. If you go to walk up to Abigail for the next, I mean, undetermined time because you're not psychics, Sophie's there talking to her.
Mm.
So that means the Canadian Secret Service will be there, standing there.
Yeah, they're not far. There's
Looking at their
about
red
3.
chargers and trying to look inconspicuous.
There's actually a significant amount of RCMP and Canadian
Oh,
Secret Service.
Canada doesn't
This-
have a secret service. We only have the RCMP and CSIS.
Yeah. So there are RCMP officers there, and there are like plainclothes RCMP officers that work for the Trudeau family that are there.
There's going to be a guy in a red shirt on a big horse looking around, looking inconspicuous.
Yes, because that's how the RCMP dress, just like they do in TV.
Yeah.
CSIS is terrifying. You get a
Due South is my only reference.
Yeah, CSIS, you're right, Bob. CSIS is terrifying, and they have the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Hey,
They're
look
logged onto your
around
phone
the
right now
corner
listening.
from them.
They don't care.
Yeah.
CSIS is like the CIA, NSA, and FBI combined into one horrible, horrible thing.
And the
They
FBI
go to
thing,
another country, put you in a bag, and bring you home and prosecute you.
yeah, CSIS has too much power. Clear as day, CSIS has too much power.
But no one's on the street
God, this
complaining
is the
because
political
they're in jail.
Yeah, and the FBI thing, the RCMP is also sort of the FBI. So the FBI
that's
responsibilities are split between CSIS and the RCMP.
It's really dark in there, Jordan.
Like your soul.
Just like your soul, just like your character, very dark and gritty.
Alexa,
No.
play Eye of the
It's your
Tiger.
wife. Oh, it's your beautiful wife, Bob.
I got a pretty wife.
I think it's Cheryl. In the background.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so
Somebody married me.
someone took that risk. What a fool.
Like, I'll have to see you once a year deal.
Hey, are you going back to the Philippines this year, Bob?
If they let me. I got the vaccination right in my eye so they can see I got
One in each eye. One Pfizer, one Moderna. You went back to get the Johnson & Johnson. We call
Did you
this
actually-
Charlie Sheen.
You got the
Did you actually
Johnson.
get
Unit
double
John.
vaxxed?
Pardon me?
Did you actually get double vaxxed? Because they are going to
Not
let
yet.
you
I just got the one. I waited to see how many people died and then I got it done.
Which one did
Yeah.
you get?
The one that was free at train station.
So you got heroin. You went in, they injected you with heroin. It was a great time. Everyone
I don't
enjoyed
give a
it.
fuck. I don't give a fuck.
No,
As long as,
I-
whatever's
well-
killing the least amount of people because it's been out the longest. That's the one I got.
no, Bob, you got to be careful because Canada is one of the few countries that allow mixed vaccinations. Some countries won't allow you
No,
in
no,
if you have mixed
no, they're not
vax.
even doing that here. Everyone that got mixed has to go for the double now.
Pfizer. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to make sure you get the same one. Like if you got
Yeah, I'm
Astra,
double.
stick with
I'm
Astra.
mixed vax.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're gonna make
Yeah.
you get one more than that
I'm-
matches.
I'm straight up no vax. Why would I get a
You're
vax?
straight
I'm a
up Jehovah's
35 year,
Witness. You have a reason.
30-year-old man. Why would I need a vaccine?
Why not? You got how many vaccines you already got? 15?
Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in vaccines.
Completely and tacitly untrue. In fact, there's a real push for Jehovah's Witnesses to like get all their vaccines.
Really?
In fact, we've followed every direction by the government. Every single direction by the government, we've like fully and completely followed.
I could consider myself corrected.
Yeah, there was if there's a JW Media channel you can get on like Roku and stuff. There, I was watching it, and they were talking about how we as responsible Christians should follow the directions of the government.
The only reason why I would actually get that channel is so that I know who not to answer the door for.
You know what?
Let me in, and you know it.
I'd let you in, yes, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
let
but-
your friend in.
Justin, you wouldn't be wearing you wouldn't be like dressed up in your Sunday best trying to sell me the Watchtower.
Don't sell them; they're free, bro.
Yeah, you wouldn't be trying to pawn me a Watchtower.
Nobody wants to watch.
Okay,
Nobody
I
wants to
already
read the
saw
Two
it.
Towers,
It's
but
got
Gollum is
Gollum
great.
and all that.
Oh, the Two Towers now. Okay, thank you, Brandon. The Watchtower, that's the one where Frodo has to drop a ring in Mordor?
Fucking shit.
Mount Doom.
Mount Doom.
Yeah, Frodo has to drop the ring in Mount Doom.
I get it. I get it. It's my turn. It's obvious.
We picked on the visible minorities enough.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean
Time
the
to
one
pick on the
token
whitest
Asian
guy in
guy?
the room.
Leave us gingers alone.
Oh, we haven't even got that far. There's two of you. You're not a minority.
Brandon, do you count as a ginger?
I'm not ginger.
Oh, that beard looks pretty sus to me.
It's dirty blonde.
Wait, Amanda, are you ginger?
Depends on the season. My hair changes color with the season, and now I don't mean by dyeing. It tends to be because I've got
We'll go by the
black,
drapes
brown,
then.
and red in it, and depending on the season, depends on what comes.
Shut
My
up,
drapes,
shut up,
my
Bob.
drapes
Read
are
now.
orange.
Oh, Bob. I was trying
We
to.
have joy, we have fun, we have
I was-
season in the sun.
I love my friends, and we don't know what they're going to say next.
I'm sure they love you too. But you're with us.
All right.
Oh, I mean,
Back
I
to-
love Justin as much as I love going to prison, where the big guy comes to me and says, "You look pretty."
You do look
Human
pretty. Oh,
being.
you are a pretty man. All right, and you look like you'd be a great power bottom. Moving on. So you're at the Chateau Laurier. Your Sophie Trudeau is talking to Annabelle Talltree. What are you guys doing?
We've been at this for an hour and 15 minutes. and
I
we're
find
just at the
Alfred goes,
Chateau
yo, what
Laurier.
up, G? I mean, hey, what up, G?
If you want to be there, Bob, you'd have to spend a fate point because you were at St. Bridget's.
Oh, I thought I went to the monastery.
Yeah, so St. Bridget. So if you want to be at the Chateau Laurier, it would be I join the scene. To join the scene, you spend a fate point.
No, I want to be where Alfred is.
You
At the
said
monastery?
7.
Yes, yeah, because he's just down the street from me. I was gonna take my car full of C4 and guns.
Oh yeah, that's
That
right.
would be where
So
the
yeah.
people are.
That you wouldn't have to spend a fate point for that. That's a background thing. So you would be driving there. That's where you're going. Okay. So we're at the Chateau Laurier right now at the accorded neutral territory.
I need to mute myself.
Yeah. Okay. So meanwhile, at the Chateau Laurier at the accorded neutral territory, a press conference just completed. Annabelle Talltree just became the health minister. Right now, Anna, Neria, and who else is there?
Bolus.
Willis is there. Okay, you three, what is it you three want to do?
What? I'm going to talk to Joe.
Joe is currently at the bar with his son. He's leaned back against the back wall of the bar. Behind the bar itself, he's in the serving area, and his son's serving. And Joe, who's like a foot taller than his son, looks like he's very much in a pensive thinking position.
Is the ship still out in the river?
Yes, they put it together. It's out in the river right now.
Okay, and no one's making any comments about it.
No one, no. If you want to ask around and ask what people think, you can. Brandon, you're going to go up to Joe, you said?
Yeah. Joe, what do you think the point of doing that here was, as opposed to, say, in the newsroom at Parliament across the road? Like, they did it on neutral territory. Do you know who all signed the accords? Is Kahona even on there?
Well, it's a little hard to tell right now what the fuck's going on. I'm pretty confused, to be honest, about a lot of things. The health minister saying what she said makes sense to me, because all them normal folk ain't gonna really accept vampires, and then vampires all dying as a thing.
Fair.
But
I mean, they need a cover story. They were going to need one anyway, and that's as good a one as any, as long as everyone keeps the same one. But we were just at her reserve, and she just got here too. We didn't know she was even coming, let alone any of this. We were just talking to her. There was no indication. She was still trying to get her band together and organized. Now all of a sudden she's in charge of the entire health ministry.
yeah, I'm just as confused as you are with that. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little dumbfounded about everything that happened today with the Red Court. Like, we got a couple of wizards in town, and they're not even here. And they're real mum about what's happening.
What kind of wizards?
There are, from what I can tell, 6 wizards who've come into town. And all my agents have been telling me that they've been here for a while, and they just have been keeping quiet. It's been about a week they've been here that nobody's been talking about.
Are they White Council?
I assume they are White Council. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, my friend. There's been so much that's going on with the Red Court causing problems. Canada has been mostly out of it. From BC to Newfoundland, ain't nobody been really involved with that wizarding war with the Red Court. There's just been tangential shit. But like the fact that they sent 6 wizards to this town, to this city, it really got me worried. And then not doing Parliament, doing it here means some shit went down in Parliament today ain't nobody talking about. So I don't know what you guys are up to with your Monarch Society, but maybe you should be going to Parliament and asking what the fuck happened.
Good idea. Keep an eye on things. It's going to get weird.
I've been seeing a lot of envoys for various different groups here, more than I normally see. The White Court and wizards ain't normally here, like I said. And then winter and summer, we tend to get more winter here than anyone because Canada's got a very strong winter representation from the White Court. But like seeing summer here at all in any way, shape, or form is pretty surprising.
If anything perks your interest more than anything else, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a heads up.
Mm-hmm. Roll a what is it? Is it charisma? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Rapport.
Well, yeah, roll a rapport for me.
I don't have rapport.
What do you rapport or empathy? I would say would be 2.
I've got empathy, so 3.
3 for empathy?
I rolled a 1 and I have a 2 to empathy.
That's not bad, actually. That's actually fairly good. The way Joe's talking, he's not necessarily hiding anything from you, but him suggesting you go to Parliament is coming very much off as something he's never done before. He's literally requesting you to do something. Like it's clear as day you should go to Parliament and find out what happened, why they're not here.
Yeah, I was heading there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna ignore something that Joe tells me like that.
Yeah, like clearly he's dealt with a lot of the paranormal that's gone on in this city. And his, like the fact that they took the opportunity to use the Chateau Laurier, the Frontenac, instead of like the Parliament Council means something happened.
They used the facade of a basically modern castle plus a court of neutral territory.
Yeah. So there's something that's going on, and he's obviously suspicious, right? That like it's the second nicest place they could do this, right? But why aren't they using the place in order to do?
And he didn't know about it happening beforehand.
Yeah, they like there's a lot of politicians in his bar right now in the Court of Neutral Territory. There's a lot of people walking around who are like fairies and elves and pixies and stuff, and like all these politicians seem to be blind to them. Like there's literally a troll upstairs having a giant ass pint, and nobody seems to notice him. Right?
Muggles.
Yeah, like there's either some glamour that him or his son has set up, or something there is obviously magical. Obviously, the boat that he went into the Feywild with has been reassembled during the course of the day and is out on the lake right now. Like there's a lot that's happened in 24 hours, right? And he's planning to go to the Feywild, as he had said, to like talk to people because he's just going to go himself and talk. Right.
All right. I think I'm gonna go sneak around. Well, not sneak around. I'm gonna go head up to Parliament and see what I can find out.
All right, Aaron. What does Anna want to do?
If she can't get to Annabelle to congratulate her, then she'll just sort of loiter around and listen because she's
roll a rapport or presence. Rapport, whatever you have better rapport or presence.
Okie dokie. Presence it is. I got 2.
You got 2? What's Neria doing?
I'm gonna end up staying with Anna, so I'm gonna do the same thing, and I got a 5.
Okay, between a 2 and a 5 is like a 3.5. But between the two of you, walking together, you're walking up and you see Sophie Trudeau talking with Annabelle Talltree, and A 5 is pretty good. The security sees you and goes, actually, you spent all day. I'm going to ask a really dumb question. You might have to spend fate points to answer this question. Did you clean up before you came here?
Yes.
No,
your
because I
kills
didn't
then
get
take for that.
shot.
Yeah, because you guys were just in a major battle with a lot of smoke. You smell like cedar, like burned, like you smell like fire pit.
Yeah, no, I'm spending the fate point to clean up. There's no way.
Yeah. Anna?
Nah, she doesn't. I don't think she would. It wouldn't occur to her. She spends most of her time outside anyway.
The fucks are little?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So one of you looks like a female lawyer, I'm assuming, and the other one looks like a bush girl. Like redneck girl, straight up.
Not quite. She's more gothish.
Goth bush woman. And smells like fire pit. Which is why the disparity of 2 and 5 exists, apparently. So the two of you walk up and you see the security guard go, okay, can I help you?
There's something wrong with the way I smell?
You smell like you've been at a party all night. He turns to you, Neria, and goes, do you have an appointment with Sophie?
No, actually, I've known Annabelle for a while, and I was just coming to say congratulations to her.
And this is your friend?
Yes.
I am Anna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Give me a second. And he walks over to the two women. Another guard steps in his place. And you see him talking to the two of them. And you see Sophie turn and you see Annabelle turn. And Annabelle kind of laughs. And like, you can see her talking, and she's like waving you guys over while talking to the guard. And he's just like,
See, sometimes standing out in weird ways works.
so he comes back, and the guard's standing there with his arms crossed. The guy leans into him and says something, and he laughs. And goes, "Your girls are good to go. You can go and talk to them."
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you walk over the both women. Sophie's got her hands like this. Annabelle's open arms. And she's like, "I didn't think I'd make it for this meeting. They called me last second."
Anna just goes in for the hug.
She hugs you with a strong hug. She smells like lilac.
You mean lilac?
So when
Lilac. She smells like lilac, yeah.
I'm going to give her a hug and say
Smells like
congratulations.
hemlock.
We are glad that you did make it.
Yeah. She thanks you both for coming. Sophie says, "You've been friends for a while?" And she goes, "I just met them today, and I was telling you about what happened. It's like they were the ones who helped me with my father passing away today. They showed up to help with the band and with everything that's going on. They were a huge blessing. I didn't think they were going to make it. You guys work with the charity." And then she rambles off some long-winded charity name, and it's clear as day that either she's making it up or she's covering for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we will just, or at least I will just go along with it.
Yes.
So will Anna.
Perfect. So Sophie goes, "Oh, that's wonderful. The Native communities in and around Ottawa have been very blessed, but the ones farther north are obviously in great need of what you guys are doing. It is amazing that the outreach you guys are doing right now. Thank you so much. For me and my husband, we appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Well, it's a pleasure to be of assistance.
I need you both to roll a, what is it called? Deceit, yes.
They're part of the dwarf rabbit relocation service.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
I got 5 ranks in deceit. I should hopefully be able to.
-4.
You gotta beat a 1.
I got 9.
Okay. What about you, Anna?
I got a 4.
Okay, so collectively, because of what's Annabelle said, she already had you front loaded, almost as if you had like fate points. So you were already like in the good. You just had to not roll negative numbers. Too many anyway.
No worries there.
Okay. So Sophie's super happy. She begins talking about all the charity work her and husband are doing, how they're really trying to further Canada as a liberal country. And she probably talks for about 5 minutes before Annabelle cuts in and thanks her for everything she's done and asks her if it's okay if she talks with her friends privately. Sophie gracefully grabs both her hands and thanks her again for taking the position in such short notice. And then unless you guys want to talk to Sophie, she's going to leave.
Anna has no reason to talk to Sophie. So.
Same.
Okay. So then Sophie gracefully leaves. You're left with Annabelle.
Okay.
What would
So, how long have you been knowing of this position that you are getting?
they've been asking me off and on for a while. Like I have the education for this job, and honestly, my father really was pushing me to get into government. And as I said to you before, he had a lot of goals, a lot of ideas that he wanted to pursue. And with him dying today, a lot of his stuff kind of fell on me.
Understandable.
That makes sense.
No way, she's a woman. She may never be offered this job.
Yeah. No way health minister would ever be a woman.
Yeah, there's a sexist Congress. Come on now.
Yeah. So she says, with him passing away, they actually called for him, and I told them what was going on, and they asked me if I would take the job in his lieu, considering I have all the credentials. And I drove for almost 3 hours to be here. Just almost as soon as you guys left, I got the call.
Well, I'm very glad that you were able to get here in time.
I didn't think I'd make it. I drove pretty fast.
I don't doubt that. Congratulations again.
Thank you, lady, so much. Is there anything I can do for you? I've never really been in the Chateau Laurier. This is like as new to me as anything else. I've spent most of my life either at Algonquin or at the Algonquin College.
Well, I've actually only been in this place once before too. So, Neria, have you been around here before?
I've only ever been here with you, and that was the once before this as well.
Oh, I
So
guess we're all new at
I
this
can't
then.
help that way.
She says, this place has a lot going on. Apparently, there's a really nice bar owned by an old Quebecer here, just around the corner from this auditorium, apparently. A lot of people really like it.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was actually over there speaking to the owner of the bar not too long ago.
Yes, apparently he's an older Frenchman.
He's a big
Big
fella.
Joe.
Yeah, he's very tall,
Yeah,
everyone says. Everyone says him and his son are both very tall men. Apparently he has a daughter as well, but she doesn't really come here much.
Oh, really? I wonder why.
Joe,
But we can go and get a drink if that is what you like.
I think there's at least a little bit of celebratory drinking necessary for this position. And also, I would like to drink to my father. A lot happened. So much has happened in 24 hours. This whole week. Like we are dealing with this ourselves with what happened. We're not talking to the RCMP at all. So I told her the bare minimum about the passing of my father. I don't want them to know. I don't think they're capable of dealing with the truth of why things are going the way they are. And I think Canada's medical needs an overhaul. If you guys, I'd appreciate if you didn't. She kind of wanes back and forth about what she's going to say next.
Our lips are sealed.
Say anything. I'm really going to push for, as the new health minister, to fix Canada's medical. I feel there's a lot, as a progressive country, we're actually missing out on.
I'm really not very good with the whole political thing. I am fair. Me and general social graces are a little estranged for the most part. I spend most of my time outside.
Give me an alertness for Anna there.
Kidoki.
Social skills aren't strong, but they're on fire.
Hi.
Fired. 5.
She's not Jonah.
She has taken paint and painted her. She's wearing a beige vest over her clothing. She's also done her hair in like a traditional native style. Her beads in her hair are all very like blue and white. And with her vest, she has stuff stitched in that she's done a bunch, but then she has what looks like a snowflake with what could only be described as sort of a semi-holy symbol with it on her chest.
The cojones of having that kind of outfit.
Yeah, as you don't have to roll lower for this. She's obviously, in the very short amount of time she's had, fashioned her beads to match Gahone's colors and painted a symbol for Gahone on her vest.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot in her presentation that's speaking to that.
Yeah.
Someone's in sipping the Kool-Aid.
I feel like
Someone's
this is a
making
story
a
of
fucking Kool-Aid.
Constantine being retold.
Like the Emperor,
Yes.
where he's converting in his last days to Christianity.
Yes, where he painted a cross on his shield and
Yeah.
he won a great battle and he converted everyone to Christianity.
Yeah, yeah. Easter and Christmas, 100% Constantine's cause. He did that.
I don't think did we ever actually give our introductions? I don't think
No,
we
you showed up, saved the day, and left.
I should probably give you a name then, yes? My name is Anna.
I know your name. You said your name, Neary as well, but I don't know who you are and how you're connected to anyone. I'm assuming you were tourists, to be honest.
Actually, your people would probably know me more as Onimiki.
She kind of. 1 second. I'm gonna roll for it. She seems to kind of be interested in that statement, but not really recognize what you mean by it.
Tisk.
Blah, like Nico.
Nico is my friend.
Delicious.
All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You and Anna Neria, Anna kind of decide how you're gonna approach Annabelle here. Abigail, sorry, Abigail.
Aaron, real quick, what did you say they know you by?
Onimiki.
Onimiki. Okay.
Yep. It's actually the Algonquin term for the Thunderbird.
How long have you been holding on to that
That's some
one?
balls.
I have been holding on to it for a little while now.
You're like, fuck this. If they're not going to ask, I'm going to use it.
I got bored one day. I'm like, I wonder, what is the Native American equivalent of the phoenix? And it is the Thunderbird.
If I looked up the Native American equivalent to what I am, they'll probably shoot me. In fact, one of them already did, and they didn't know who I was. They just saw me land on a street by a flying, fiery bird.
Hey,
You are the great blanket distributor.
you know what? If we go back far enough, the Native Americans and my people are one people. True story.
If we go back far enough, we're all descended from a mom and a dad. Oh wait, Justin's not here, or else that joke kind of went over his head.
Yeah,
that joke
no.
made no sense to the rest of us except Justin.
Adam and Eve.
Nope, never heard of them. Who? You mean John and Jane down the street?
They were little
Adam and-
tadpoles that we decided to call Adam and Eve.
Ah,
Adam and Steve. One of them was trans.
you know what? I had Adam and Steve the other day. Cooked them in the wok. They were quite delicious.
Oh
That's
my.
Adamame.
You said tadpoles, right? I mean, they were green and small.
Just want a drink.
Same thing.
Tadpoles.
Now you
that
know what
was
it feels
sperm.
like.
So Something you can do, Anna, is talking to Annabelle. She didn't roll very high. She, as I said, didn't seem to understand. It didn't anything. If you have fate points, you can bolster anyone with fate points. You can make her know with fate points.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not?
Make your eyes go fiery for like a split second.
I will use...
You're like a Gould.
I will use my aspect, a good book, and just sort of... She'll casually mention the legend of how birch bark got its scarring.
So upon talking about that, so you spend the fate point?
Yeah.
It becomes more apparent to Annabelle who you're saying you are. And her eyes become more keen, not wide, but keen.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, many people have come to me and spoken of the legends. And I believe all of them because every person comes with their truth.
Which is
Oh,
a polite way of
man, I wish I
saying
was
don't
there.
believe you.
What was that, Amanda?
So that's just a very polite way of saying I don't believe you.
I mean, you've spent, what, one fate point?
That's fine. She
But
doesn't need to
their
believe until she
truth-
actually sees it.
Just for that, I'm gonna make my eyes glow purple for a second.
Sure. Do you want, is that a fate point thing or a flavor thing?
Technically, I don't know. Is that losing my human guise for a second?
Yeah, but to the benefit of viability for the statement.
That's
Sure.
not going to prove that Anna's whatever she is. She's
No.
gonna prove
I mean,
that
like,
you're-
It's,
you're
it's
evil.
more,
this
it's
woman
more
has
of a
seen-
temporary loss of temper.
Yeah, and to be clear, Annabelle knows you guys are people of power with magic. She's a person who knows magic, but Aaron's claiming to be a creature of legend. So, sorry, Anna's claiming to be a creature of legend, right?
A demigod, one might say.
Yeah. Aaron has a character that is a creature of legend, right?
Yeah.
So there's there are vampires, there are magical people. Then there's, oh, by the way, you're communing with a person who's 14 billion years old. Right? There's a major power difference there, right? The thing is with the Phoenix people, they die and come back and they die and come back, right?
Only one of us are technically that old.
Yes. So in that statement, even are you the person of that legend? You don't know, per se.
True.
Yeah.
This incarnation of you wasn't alive 2,000 years ago.
Well, this soul may very well be that person, but do you know that for a fact?
No, the only reason she introduced herself that way is because orally all of them sort of share their pasts. So it's kind of like the Borg. We're a collective.
Hello.
Hello, child.
Okay, camera's off of you.
We're just
You're
a
welcome to
burb
return.
collective. So she's not offended or anything by being sort of pat on the head. There. Sure you are.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
So
for me,
with
that purple glow for a second is more of a loss of the temper because the way she said it's more condescending than anything.
So you're not spending a fate point then?
I have no problem spending it to do it.
Do you want to? I know that's mean, right?
Oh my god.
Some people's children. I'm being berated by a 10-year-old.
And you deserve every second of it.
Tell her stop, no, don't. I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
Stop! No, don't. I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
Stomp your foot. That helps.
I said nothing.
You said nothing, eh? Yeah. Okay. All right. Where were we? So if you spend the fate point, it would go to Anna's believability. So
Okay, then I've spent the fate point.
So in doing so, she doesn't say that whole rant. Instead, that would bring you to a 5.
Yeah, that's a 5 total.
Yeah, which is a lot. At which point, you say who you are. She recognizes that, and you bolster it with your power. At which point, Annabelle goes, then the legends are true.
Well, from what I understand, it's they did not take the fire back on their back, if you understand what I mean.
Then we truly are watched and protected by the Ancient Ones. Your appearance at our lands was not just by coincidence. It was by the gods of winter that we were protected.
Technically, that is true.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, that is freaking true.
There are so few of the winter gods that are good, Gahone being one of the few. To know that the gods of the winter help us survive, help us and protect us. She looks very internal, like she's thinking to herself. She goes, to know Gahone has blessed me and come to me in this brief amount of time, but to know an avatar of the gods themselves are here, that you are here, only furthers my conviction, my knowledge of that I'm doing the right thing for not just myself, but my people.
You know, most of the Nazis thought they were good guys too.
Truly, truly.
You know,
But anyway,
every time you say
Annabelle
truly,
seems very convinced.
All I
You know,
can do.
every time you say
is-
truly, Justin, you remind me of that guy from Kingdom of Heaven.
Truly, I am here to save the Moors. Or whatever he was there to do in Kingdom of Heaven. Wipe them out? He may have been there to wipe them out. I don't know.
No. He was Saladin Hadin's like first general or something like that.
Truly.
Truly, it has been said by the gods. So, Annabelle seems very convinced by the two of you. Feels like she's emboldened even that what she's doing is the right thing. So,
All I can do is perhaps some words of wisdom. Do not.
Chaka Khan.
One person cannot solve everything. You need the work of many to make change. So,
I don't like how that work.
whatever you do, do not try to do everything on your own. Change will come. You must be a catalyst rather than a flame.
You just said common catalyst.
Shut up, Bob.
take a fate point, Bob. Anyway,
I have a quick question as an aside.
yes.
You said she looked like she was thinking to herself.
Yeah,
Thinking to herself, or did she look like she was talking to herself?
Like, is she praying? Is that what you're asking?
Kind of, sort of, more like, because it looks a little different if you're having a conversation in your head than if you're just thinking.
Yeah, so it was very much her having a conversation with herself. Like her eyes were going back and forth as she's thinking about the things that's happened in her life. So she's obviously like, Gahone has chosen me. This god of ancient lore has appeared and protected us from evil. Like all this stuff has happened, right? Obviously, she's obviously like cementing her beliefs as talking right now. Right? Like she already believed what she was doing, but having you guys come and say, oh, by the way, we're like your gods of old. Like we're here and we saved you today. And now we're here after you just got this new position that's really important for your people. Right? So she's obviously like, this is for real. Like I was chosen. I'm doing the right thing. This is my fate. Right? Like
Whatever you do,
temper that
don't talk that shit in
enthusiasm.
front of Jeff.
What's that, Jordan? Say that again?
Whatever you do, don't talk that shit in front of Jack.
Hey, yo.
Do
Wait.
hope that the tree back at the reserve can serve as a memorial for your father.
She almost looks like she's crying at that statement. Like you can see like the glistening of her eyes. That
Quick, kill her when you got a chance. Kill her. She's fucking sensitive.
stab her in the gut. Use the fate points. You can do it.
You
Stab her with the fate points.
I stab her with fate points. All the fate points. Everybody, buckle down. We're doing this.
5 fate points each. We can kill this bitch right now. You guys,
Mahone can't hate us any more than he already does.
We'll lock that
I don't
bastard
think
back
he
up.
hates us though.
Just for that, I'm going to
if
do
he
a
did.
sketch of a dagger that's got fate point written all over it, or is made out of the words.
Oh God. Is my character dead or am I still alive? I just need to know.
Alive.
5 fate points each. We can kill her now.
Strong possibility. What do you guys want to do?
I'm
You know
not
what
even in
she's
the
I
room.
like her
I'm
alive.
on my way to
Thank you very
Parliament.
much.
She's our freaking ally, guys.
Surrounded by RCMP.
But it's a woman in government. This can't be okay.
Shut up, Bo.
On a
Again, Bonnie Henry's a woman.
She's an
So move-
emissary to a god in accorded neutral territory, surrounded by government officials and RCMP. Killing her now, not the brightest move we've made, and that's saying something.
It might be a death sentence, but she might also be dead as well. It's up to you guys. You're the
I
play.
like her alive. I'm keeping her alive. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
half
I
of
hear
us
you.
fought
I feel you.
demigods just
I
in
don't
the
know.
bay outside before, and that was dumb.
We are murder hobos. So I say we go with our murder hobo way.
So
Speak
just
for
kill the government
yourself.
official.
How do we go about find the person that sent those not those druids, what the fuck are those little things called?
Dwarves?
Dwarves. We'd probably find that person that did that and murder him. Or we could go fucking kill the gangster.
You know,
He
we've probably
needs
got
to
enough
die.
fate points between us all to get away with this.
Don't think we have that many.
Okay, I'm gonna be the voice of reason, and that's
Oh,
scary.
fuck no. What have we done?
Okay, here's what we need to do, and it's not even we need to do. It's just a polite suggestion. Maybe
Uh-huh.
the fact that you guys are talking about this in a bar filled with different, different aligned and non-aligned, magic creatures in a neutral ground, and you're with someone who's talking about how great this particular winter god is, in earshot of what I'm pretty confident is the Lananshi.
Who?
We haven't moved to the bar yet.
Yeah, you're not in the bar yet. You're outside the bar right now.
Okay.
Not to mention, this is going to be interesting to see how Fix is going to react to this at all, because let's face it, I got just a little bit of history with him kicking him out of my freaking home.
Yeah,
Going
and
back in there too, by the way.
I'm
He
heading out
told
the
someone
door.
that he's got a place that they could like go to
Yeah.
and chat.
he's already offered your home.
That's good to know. I think I missed that.
Yeah, you weren't here for that.
He literally was like, I've got a place I've been staying. The people are barely ever there. You should, if you want to come and chat privately, I got a place. Because Fick doesn't know how bad his future is.
Next time, he's going to wind up with something up his backside.
Yeah.
Threaten him with a good
Peggy.
time.
Like a boot.
Love
I was thinking more of a steel reinforced pointy toed shoe, but okay. That works.
Boots are clunkier.
Spit on it first. Should we go looking for the gangster that betrayed us?
No, sorry. It's
Anyone?
punishment. Doesn't get spit on.
The blood is the lube. The blood is the lube. We should go find that gangster and kill him. I don't like him. I don't want him dead.
You mean Rocco?
Yeah.
You mean the guy we can't find right now?
Yeah, well, we could do a resource roll and go for it.
You can spend the money and send people out for sure. This has been within 24 hours, to be clear.
Weren't we still looking to like collect more allies that he hadn't hired already?
Yes.
We've
just
maxed
haven't
out the
made it there.
resources. We got the natives, yo.
Yes. So
Weren't there 2 other groups?
yes.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, nobody's made it there yet.
All right. Well, can we like regroup and do that then?
So as soon as they're done talking, that would be the thing that happens.
All right. Well then, hey, Alfred. All right, Alfred. You want to go for a ride in my automobile? You can drive the car.
Oh, if I'm driving, we're definitely going for a ride.
All right. Let us go find the rest of the group and get together. We have some comrades we must find for battle. Yes, maybe.
Hey, yeah, we got Faye here. We'll be
All
fine.
right. That's all. Let's see if we can gather anyone from the monastery to join us. Yes, because we need more allies.
Sauce is
It's
weird.
gonna be serious.
That's what I'm saying. If you're like it, you don't have to eat.
Yeah.
What time is it in game, Justin?
It's evening. Right now it's about 7 o'clock for
I need a picture of that.
Bonus cooking.
Because I wanted to try and make it to that meeting for 7, which is when the meeting is supposed to happen.
I have more.
yeah. So the meeting at 7 is today.
Yeah. That's why I was prepping for it.
The mayo tames the flavor of what you've done quite a bit.
Okay.
Wasn't Fix supposed to be at that meeting?
Uh-huh.
He's not there yet, obviously.
Hey guys, I got a jet. I'll finish watching this when you post it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, you have to go get the monastery and get us allies.
Well, okay. You can wrangle up the guys. Just play me. Don't shove me into your truck and don't put me in prison or anything like that.
No, you're beside me.
You heard him, Bob. He doesn't
Just
get
get
chucked.
Just
You're
warn
shoving
you,
your hand
Leo.
up his butt,
You
bumping
will
again.
be riding shotgun.
Maybe? Thanks.
Okay, talk to you guys next week.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Take
See you,
care,
Leo.
Leo.
There you go. So yeah. Yeah, so you guys are talking to Annabelle still. So what are you doing?
We told her we'd take her for a drink, toast her father, so we need to do that.
Go get a pint and have a toast.
So you leave?
Yeah, we're going to Joe's bar.
Okay. So meanwhile, at St. Bridget's, and then to the monastery. So you're with Leo at the monastery. You're driving.
All right, were we able to gather any allies in the monastery, or is it too late for that?
In the evening, Faye says, "Roll a presence for me."
I would say that.
2 and whatever my plus my stats.
Okay, one second. 2 plus your stats.
I don't recall exactly.
So
the
presents?
2 groups.
Present should be pretty good.
Yes.
So you're 4. So
2 plus 5.
2 plus 4. So you'd be at 6. So plus Alfred's there. So you would have like an automatic fate point that like friends of my friends would basically be the aspect that's hanging there. So 2 plus 6. So you'd are 2 plus 4 is 6. So you'd be at 8. So with that, Faye says, whatever you need, I am capable of providing. Whether it is a safe haven or any of the monks that have been practicing the Wu Dang way. We are there with you.
I appreciate this. This is a battle between good and evil, and we shall need you desperately. I must be off with Alfred and to meet up with my friends and gather more allies so we are safer.
Thank
Jump
you.
with the Rolls Royce and peel out of there. Chinaman's driving.
He takes off. You're good to go. It's 9 o'clock. Do we want to call it there?
Yes.
Excellent game, guys. Everybody, you get a fate point.
Write down for me. I got 2 fate points.
And spend
Total.
one.
Thank you kindly for the game, Justin.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It was a good game.
Hey, you guys,
Chatting in the like
you-
20 minutes of game.
you girls role played that whole interaction with Annabelle really well. I really enjoyed that.
We should have killed her.
No, just you did the fate points, the glaring of the eyes, the everything. You're like, no. She needs to know that we're like legit people of power. That was awesome.
And we were. I mean, did you even know that we killed the dwarves yet? Have they figured that out?
Oh yeah, she knew you were people of magic. She didn't like the whole thing was like really escalating it. So that was really really good.
Fucking A. So I
And
got
you can always give people fate points, right? So that's the thing. It's like if she doesn't get it, you can bolster her so she gets it. You know what I mean?
we need a name for our group. So instead of what do we call you guys? For random people hanging around each other.
That's gonna come up. Like we're on campaign 3, so like you guys have definitely made a name for yourself. So that will come up. Particularly with Joe asking you guys to go to Parliament. Like someone's gonna ask him, "Who did you send?" and he's gonna want to name you guys. So he's gonna start like Joe's more than likely gonna be like, "What do you guys even call yourselves?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you're not Monarch. Who are you?
Yeah. So we need to figure that out.
Yeah. So maybe through the course of the week, kind of think of what you guys are called.
Yeah. I'm thinking the Avengers, but it might be copywritten. So
Yeah. It might have already been used. All right, guys, you're the best. We'll play soon.